It says it's being live streamed. So there we go.
Good to go.
Okay, good evening, everybody. It is July 1st, 2026. My name is Evan McMahon, Chair of the Libertarian National Committee, and I call this meeting of the Executive Committee to order at 7:05 p.m. Eastern. Mr. Secretary, if you can call the roll.
Mr. Flores. Oh, pardon.
I am here.
Can you mute Mr. Brown, please? Thank you.
All righty. Vice Chair Griffiths.
Present.
Treasurer Nepple.
Present.
Mr. Longstreth.
Present.
Present. Mr. Nikela.
Present.
Mr. Redpath.
I'm here.
Mr. Chair.
I am here.
All right. Mr. Chair, we have perfect attendance for this meeting.
There we go. Excellent. Adoption of the agenda. The agenda was sent out by the secretary earlier today. The only item up for us today is a motion to encumber $33,000 for the Maryland petition.
That's right.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adopt the agenda?
Second.
Mr. Flores, seconded. Any objection to the agenda? Hearing none, the agenda is adopted. So I will move the motion to immediately encumber from the ballot access line of the 2026 budget, $33,000 for the Maryland completion of the Maryland petition drive.
I'll second.
Okay, discussion?
Um,
With the body's indulgence, I'd like to recognize Mr. Dosbach, who is chair of the Ballot Access Committee, to speak first, and then Mr. Redpath, and then hear from the board. Mr. Dosbach.
Okay, the Maryland Drive, which we are intending to complete and submit signatures to after July 1st, will give the party ballot status for 2028 and for 2030. This will include our presidential candidate. The Maryland party has already sunk, I believe, about $50,000 into this drive. I believe there are in the ballpark of 11,000 signatures collected. Which is more than the minimum of 10,000, but some of those signatures will not be valid, and we need to collect a cushion. These funds will give us the necessary money to do that. The longer the drive takes, the more signatures we'll lose because of people moving. And right now, the number of initiatives going on around the country are relatively low, so there's less demand or less competition for our petitioners. So we're getting petition signatures at $7 a signature, which is close to the lowest values that we got in 2024. Delaying the drive will end up requiring us to get more signatures, and we'll end up paying more. And so I believe it's to our advantage to complete this as soon as we can. Again, with the caveat that we're not going to turn in before July 1st. And the people that are working this drive are all petitioners we've worked with before. They have solid track records of validity. Obviously, we are going to get scans of the signatures and check validity to make sure we collect enough overage. But again, these are petitioners who have time and time again delivered for us with very high validity rates.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Dosbach. I'm going to recognize Mr. Redpath and then questions from the board. Mr. Redpath.
I second everything Mr. Dosbach just said. I think that he laid out the case rather completely. I want to emphasize how much the Maryland party has put into this financially, while the LNC so far has been only $5,000 toward this. It is important to keep the petitioners in Maryland right now to complete this drive. We do need to try to minimize, and I want to, I hope not to spend all that money. We need to bring this drive to completion, successful completion, as inexpensively as possible. And I know that Mr. Dasbach and I and everybody on the Ballot Access Committee, and I presume everybody in the Libertarian Party of Maryland, will endeavor to do that.
Hey, any questions for Mr. Dasbach or Mr. Redpath on this item? Mr. Nicola.
And my understanding is that the current petitions expire. Is that correct? So are we fighting against time here?
Yeah, they begin expiring 2 years from when they were initially collected. The first signatures were collected in November. So we'll start to have petitions fall off for that. We'll also have them fall off if people have moved and they're no longer at the address where they signed the petition.
And this would effectively give us ballot access for 2028 without having to run in this election and get a certain percentage. Is that correct?
That's correct. It would give us for both 28 and 30. In one of those two elections, we would have to get 1%, and then it would extend for 4 years from then. So if we get 1% for a candidate in 28, that gives us through 32. If we get one in 30, that gives us through 34.
I believe, though, that would apply only to president in 28 and governor in 30, I believe.
Yes, I believe that's correct.
Yes.
Thank you.
And if I may, I'm sorry, if I could be recognized, Mr. Chair.
Yes, Mr. Redpath.
I was just going to say, unfortunately, none of the petitioners we're running low on funds at this point between Maryland and the LNC, and none of the petitioners are Maryland residents. My fear is that if we run out of money here, the petition drive will stall because the petitioners will leave and we will have an unfinished petition drive on our hands. I think it'd be best just to keep this going. We're pretty close at this point. Just finish it out.
In regards to, continuing the petition at a later date, it is reasonable to assume that the cost per sig is going to go up, as well. Pushing this to the fall versus now, either way, we're going to spend the money. Do we spend the money at a lower sig rate or a higher sig rate? Trying to do this in 2028 during a presidential year when we're already an early year where we're going to be putting significant effort into probably, states like Illinois and New York, with significant fighting on that. That's going to drain our ballot access money at that time. So if we, my thought is if it's cheaper to do it now and we've got to get it secured for 4 years, that would make sense. Vice Chair Griffiths.
I'm sorry, I might have misheard. Did you say that none of the petitioners were in state, that these are all out-of-state volunteers or not volunteers, I'm sorry, paid petitioners?
Yeah.
Okay.
That I think that's correction to that. The primary petitioners that we're working with are from out of state. There are in-state people who are collecting some signatures, both volunteer and paid. I believe that's correct. Kyle, correct me if I'm wrong.
I stand.
Yeah.
Mr. Chair, I stand corrected, but the vast bulk of the paid signatures are from out-of-state petitioners.
Yeah, and essentially they're from what, four? There's primarily 4 people, correct, Mr. Redpath?
Yes.
Mr. Longstreth.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I am wondering if you could perhaps provide us with I understand it's the 1st of July, but a very brief kind of outlook of how the month of June went financially, and if we saw an increase in donors, and if there were any specifically earmarked for this ballot drive in the last month.
I'm not sure. I'm going to kick that to our treasurer, Mr. Nebel, but I do believe because it's the 1st of the month today, it takes 3 to 5 days to calibrate that. I do know we spent less money because we shifted Hannah from executive director to operations, and that was a pretty significant monthly savings right there. But Mr. Nebel, Treasurer Nebel, would you like to comment on the financial health of the party this month?
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm seeing so far, yes, you're right, Mr. Chair, that the spend in the month of June is down comparatively with the previous months. So collections are also down compared to previous months, but the data that I'm looking at is not through the end of the month. So
I'm not sure if we lost him there a little bit, but also there is convention spending which carried over into June and will continue into July. Our hotel bills have not yet been paid. The AV bill, second half of the AV bill hasn't been paid. So there will be additional expenditures, but we've also just sent the first edition in 4 or 5 years of LP News. Will be hitting mailboxes I believe within the next week. We've also sent out for the first time in a long time direct mail fundraising to both current members and lapsed members. We did a big push for people who lapsed years ago to come back, both digitally and electronically. We've been doing some ballot access pushes. I've been calling people to donate to causes specifically in Ohio, Iowa, New Jersey, and Florida for attacks that are going on there that we can't directly financially support, but we can ask our donors to go in and help fund those legal cases there for them. So I have a positive outlook financially on where we are. But that's, we'll see. Does that answer your question, Mr. Longstreth?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair.
Without objection, I'd like to recognize Mr. O'Donnell. Mr. O'Donnell, if you'd like to give us any information or convince us, if it were.
Thank you all, and I think we had a really good update so far. We have gotten 1,000 volunteer signatures, and most of the Marylanders are doing it on a volunteer basis, just for the love of the game. And in June, the state of Maryland did fundraise $1,600 specifically for ballot access, and we are plowing all those funds into this campaign. So thank you to any of the donors that are watching online, and yeah, we look forward to 50 states plus DC next cycle. So thank you.
Absolutely. Which district is Maryland in? Is that Mr. Shaw?
Do you mean region?
Yes, region. I'm sorry.
5.
Okay, so that's you, correct?
Yes.
Ms. Hogarth, would you like to be recognized?
Yeah, I went up to Maryland, as did Travis, last month. I was going to say earlier this month, but last month, to a festival. And unbeknownst to me, there were a couple of petitioners there set up with tables and just doing gangbuster stuff. And Travis and I both got, our amateur levels. I don't know. He probably got a lot more SIGs and had a good time. And I know that there's an effort underway to do pre-validation. So I know everyone's up there is really committed to it.
Okay. Any other questions or comments from the board? Or from the executive committee, I guess I should say. Okay, if there's no additional questions or comments, let's move to a vote. Whenever you're ready, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Flores,
Yes.
Vice Chair Griffiths,
Aye.
Treasurer Nepple,
Aye.
Mr. Longstreth,
Abstain.
I will vote aye. Mr. Nikela,
I will abstain. Actually, I take that back. I'll vote aye.
Mr. Redpath,
Yes.
Chair McMahon, the vote is 6 ayes, 1 abstention.
I will vote yes.
Mr. Chair, the vote is 7 ayes, 1 abstention.
Excellent. The motion passes. I will work with the ballot access coordinator, who is Mr. Redpath, and staff to and the Mr. O'Donnell to get that funding submitted.
Move to adjourn.
Thank you. Second.
Okay, motion to adjourn by Mr. Flores. It's been seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 All those opposed say nay.